Here's Nick Folk ready to put this one in the air. And we are underway from Ford Field. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Opening play, and Goff wants to pass it. Escaping the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Credit the sack there to Harold Landry. On second down, here's Gibbs. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long. Now Goff. He's got his target. That's complete. A big play there for Detroit. And even 40 yards. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. First carry now for David Montgomery. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 5. Gibbs straight ahead. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. They'll run with Gibbs. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Steps away to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Lions will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Goff looking to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Well, they had that great, long, methodical drive to put in the end zone. Then they tried to bite off a little more and get 8 points. Instead, they're sitting at 6.
But didn't that feel like a decision that they made on Tuesday?
Yeah. Well, you usually say that's what they do, right?
Right. That's the best one. The best ones do that. They take the emotion out of it. That felt like that was scripted. Hey, if we score on the opening drive, we're going to go for 2 and try and really gain an advantage.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Rudolph. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Titans. Calvin Ridley, 69 yards. And the Titans strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch. Take it to the house. Nick Folk for the point after. It's up and good, so they go the conservative route instead, and it gets them a 7-6 lead here in the opening quarter. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Here's Goff. Flushed out right. The ball comes out, and this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Goff now looks to throw. And that is incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. On 1st and 10, Rudolph. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. And the Lions will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's a 2nd down and 4. Play action. It's Goff. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 14 yards that time for number 14. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 44 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. Dancing to his left. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
But that was actually throwing game 101 right there. You challenge double coverage like that, you're liable to get burned. Fortunate that was just incomplete.
Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Titans are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Here now a 3rd down and 8. Now it's Rudolph. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson. Now on fourth down, here's Ryan Stonehouse to punt for Tennessee. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. It's taken to the 26. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
After one, a one-point game, 7-6. On first down, Goff. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series, before you get out there, hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Lions on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Goff now to throw. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Touchdown! Jamison Williams hauling that one in for Jared Goff. And the Lions have retaken the lead. Now for the point after. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that?
I was going to ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film when those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. This one caught by Ridley. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Play action. It's Rudolph. Under pressure, and down he goes. Well, Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Here's Rudolph. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. But Jahmyr Gibbs and the Lions offense getting set once again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Goff on first down. That one out wide and intercepted. Picked up by Amani Hooker. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Well, certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
After the interception, here's Rudolph.
That's to the tight end, Wiley.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Back to throw, Rudolph. This is caught. And it's a Titans touchdown. Calvin Ridley with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Titans have taken the lead in the second quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
On for the extra point is Folk. And the lead is now 2. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to